most racist date we've ever been on. So we were in Seoul, South Korea. This South
I don't believe that you are in your house. I don't believe that you're scratching, talking to your mom and Lee. I don't believe you, Tom. I don't believe you. Just tell me the truth. The truth. Where are you in 24 hours? I cannot contact you.
Let me tell you a secret about trading. The ball has to hit the ball before it bounces. So when you're down to your last dollar, that's when you're going to make it. Never give up. Winners never win, winners never quit. Lose your life savings, lose your family's life savings, credit card debt, loans, you name it. Trust me. Keep going. Don't worry, you'll be fine. That's no good advice.
Classic niggas. Racist niggas. Mystery niggas. Psycho niggas. Dog niggas. Jewish niggas.
You got some motherfucking nerds calling me out Shabbat on some little bullshit ass nigga. Better calm that shit down and come around here and show me some fucking respect before me and my Jewish niggas come up here and be.
Pásale, güerita, taquitos bien calientitos.
¿Dónde perro? ¿Dónde perro? ¿Dónde perro?
No manches, ese loro sí se la sabe, ¿verdad? Que Dios que sí. Damn, bro. Took you a minute.
Yeah, I got you something.
You for real?
What? I thought that's what you guys like.
Bro, when I say give me some, I mean like some Cheetos or like Doritos or something. Newports, backwoods, I don't even smoke.
That's not what you like?
That's like me saying, that's like you telling me to go in there and I bring out a Modelo.
And I would drink that if you brought me a Modelo.
You racist?
No, I'm just. Thought you
That's like you tell me get you something to drink and I go in there and bring out a cup of ice.
I mean, if you don't want it, I'll take it back.
Yeah, come on now.
I'll
What if I put my beanie down and drove like this? Hey fucker, hey fool. Come on now, bro. What the fuck?
So what do you want? I'm gonna get you
some snacks, bro. All right, bro, come on.
So you want Kool-Aid then?
And boom, monkeys. Welcome back to the Crypto Boogie channel, man. Pretty simple stream today, cats. Fucking simple market update. I am glad that I have a fucking regular roll call coming in, man. Shout out to the first Moon Ganger in the chat, man. None other than Moon Pilled Rational Optics. What's going on, amigo? How you doing, bro? We got my other homie here, freaking Nellyville. Hey, you got it, man. Hey, don't worry, dog. Fragrance of the day's coming up, man. Fragrance of the day's coming up. Of course, I'm keeping it budget friendly, by the way. Keeping it budget friendly because the market is starting to head down, bro. And those prices on PLS, bro, are looking really nice, man. So I'd rather you monkeys buy something affordable than end up blasting all your freaking cash on something high end, man. I'd rather you guys get some freaking good coins out there and shit. Some people argue if RH coins are even good, but nevertheless, man, they are at a fabulous freaking price, man. What's going on, Hex? How you doing, man? Orale, amigo. Dude, I love your fucking thumbnail, bro. That is one of the coolest fucking thumbnails there is out there, man. Yeah, I know, man. I agree, bro. We got Marcus. ¿Qué pasó, vato? How you doing, bro? You doing good, man? Glad to see you rolling through the fucking chat. And the Crypto Toad himself, man, with his new appointed freaking Wrench Gang. Shout out to Wrench Gang in the chat, man. All you cats that have freaking been around since the beginning, man. You guys deserve that wrench, man. And we got my other homie here, man, freaking Hex Glenn, bro. How you guys doing, man? How's everything going on your side of the world? I'm glad to see that you monkeys are still here, man. I'm glad to see you monkeys are still here while the market is still not at new all-time highs, if anything. I have not heard a lot of people talk about how excited they are to get into Bitcoin. And I'm kind of glad about that for the reason being that there's still time to buy or DCA weekly. Shout out to Nellyville, man. I have been doing my freaking regular DCAs as I should be, man. Shout out to freaking Alex P. ¿Qué pasó, vato? How you doing, bro? How you doing, man? So be assured, guys, I'm not going to have a lot of data today, man. Yeah, the market looks like it's starting to go down, like it's finishing its 80-day cycle or 60-day cycle, whichever freaking Bob Lucas wants to call it. I'm here to cover that, see where we could go, see if we can find some fair value gaps on the charts. Para ver qué es lo que está pasando. Coins I'm going to cover today. I wanted to throw in something. It's not really new. I've been DCAing into this coin myself, man. I do have Arrow on there. I will cover a little bit of Arrow, and we will cover a little bit of Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain looks like it's down big time, and maybe a good time to maybe lightly DCA a little bit, or not. Not financial advice, cats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree, man. Stacking USDC right now, ready to buy some lows. I concur. Just food for thought. I really do like Nellyville's idea, man, of weekly DCAs. It doesn't have to be a big amount, but when a small amount that you put in turns into a multiple X's, bro, dude, that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget those opportunities when they do show up. You know what I mean? I don't remember which coin it was last bear market, but it never went down, bro. I think it might have been BNB. BNB, it never went down. I really wanted to DCA into BNB, bro, and just never, ever went down. It held up super duper strong. Of course, because it's powered by fucking Mr. CZ himself, man. Know what I mean? So, food for thought. It's not a bad idea that if there's certain coins you really do like or you really do believe in, not a bad time to DCA. Now, of course, I'm not telling you monkeys to throw in your entire freaking dry powder into the market. Of course not. That wouldn't be the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got, man. All right, let's move over to Bitcoin. See qué dice el pinche Bitcoin, bro. See how that's going. Again, monkeys, this is probably going to be like a 30-minute stream, 20-minute stream, so you guys can sit back, freaking enjoy the stream. For you truckers that are out there, you can watch it while you're driving. I'm hoping that you guys have a big-ass iPad when you guys are watching. I don't want you monkeys to crash. You know what I'm saying? But let's see where BTC is going for now. Now, pulling up the BTC chart, this is, this is on the daily, man. We are looking at the EMA ribbon currently. And last time I did a stream with you, monkeys, let me see if I can make this a little bit more apparent. You can see that we were actually holding up over here above the yellow line. Now, you can see that currently where we're at, that the wicks and the candles are pushing a little bit past that EMA ribbon. So could it be that we'll continue to fall? There may be a decent chance we will continue to fall. What day are we on the 80-day cycle? It seems at the time being we're at about day numero 52. So we've got about, 28 days to run, give or take. So things can change, cats. Things can change because, again, as stated, being redundant, we're at about day 52. So if we do run all the way up to 80 days, we're talking about possibly June 17th being the new higher high or the new low that we're going to have. So if this does come crashing down this way, let's say it comes down this way, it bounces up here, goes up this way, and then comes down there. Let me change the color because I don't want it to overlap red over red. You see the yellow. That would be probably the end of the 80-day cycle, ballparking it. Now, will we go down that low? Yeah, there's a decent possibility. I was kind of hoping that we would come up over here to about 89. But mind you, monkeys, there still is time. It could be that the market is trending in a downward fashion. But note, on the daily, the EMA ribbon is still got a little bit of a fan, and it's somewhat bullish. It has not yet flipped. So could it be that we're coming down and then we revert to the upside? That's well within the realm of possibilities. From what I'm seeing now, is it likely? No, but reminder, we're still 28 days away from the low. So again, let's say it does do that. We come up this way. It seems like we're going down, and then boom, we shoot back up, and then we come down. That would not surprise me. Now, of course, I was under the impression that we might shoot up over here to about 89 because we do have this fair value gap, and we're looking at this yellow indicator right here. So if it does come down, great time to DCA. Regardless, I'm still implementing my weekly DCAs because I do want to have skin in the game just in case if something goes off and the market doesn't usually play out the way it usually does. Example given, last bull run, what happened? We were expecting Ethereum to make an all-time high. Well, it kind of did, but it was rather weak, if anything. We expected it to really do an altcoin run, and that didn't happen. So anomalies do occur within the market. And mind you, crypto is rather of a new market, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So things can change. For now, we have the 80-day cycles. For now, we have the 200-week moving average as an area where it officially states that we're in the bear run and things of this nature. But all that's subject to change. And as new data comes out, we'll adjust that. None of the shit that I'm showing you, monkeys, is set in stone. Technical analysis in itself cannot predict the future long term. I mean, in some aspects it can. But for the most part, it's better for short-term analysis. That's why it's good to follow somebody like Twinkie or DCC that follows a lot of the fundamental analysis, see where we could go. Now, going back to the chart, let me see if I can pull this back up. On the daily, if you look at the bottom here, EMA ribbon, not the EMA ribbon, but I apologize, the awesome oscillator is trending in a bearish fashion. Now, I did tell you cats and I did tell you monkeys that this could end up happening where we end up pumping to the upside. Now, why am I under that impression? Why that this could happen? And I will show you. Let's go over to the weekly so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Let me take this sucker down here and let me pull up the chart that I like using for the weekly, and you'll see that the Bill Williams alligator is still a little bit positive on the weekly chart. And for you cats that know anything about TA, it's apparent. There we go. Let's put the sucker on the weekly. Is this Bitcoin? Yeah, it is Bitcoin. So you can see that the Bill Williams alligator, let me give you candles so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. You can see that the Bill Williams alligator, for you monkeys that don't know, it's this blue line, red line, and the green line. And you can see that it wants to trend in an upward fashion. And mind you, this chart is in the weekly. And usually the weekly charts tend to be more powerful than the daily ones. And another indicator that I'm getting here is if you look at the awesome oscillator, you can see that the momentum is starting to trend in an upward fashion. So as soon as we hit that zero mark, I would expect us to go up a little bit more. And that's why I'm under the impression, and I do believe that it can happen, that we'll come up here to 89 before we come retracing past this white line down over here. And like, Boogie, what the fuck is that white line? That's the 200-week moving average. Of course, I drew it up for you monkeys. There's a way to do it. I mean, I don't remember how to do it. Let me see if I can pull up the 200-week moving average on this bad boy here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. See how it's trending right there? That white line. So this is ballpark indicating where it could possibly go. So I do expect us to come back below 61,000. But it would not surprise me, monkeys, if we do end up tracing back up here, you know what I'm saying, in an upward fashion before we do come down. Now, it's not going to be as beautiful as that. You monkeys know that. You guys have been here, especially you cats that are currently in the chat right now. You guys have seen how this market tends to trend, and it's never that beautiful. And if it is, then wow, you know. But that's why I'm assuming that that could end up happening. Now, looking at this on the weekly, I did draw this up here. This is a weekly area of support that you could see right here. You see that white line at about 72,869. I do think that we can hold that. That is well within the realm of possibilities. Like, Boogie, why can we do that? Because if you look at these two candles, man, that is an area of support. And if I go back to the daily on this chart, I did draw up areas where it was a break of structure. Now, on the daily, these red lines indicate that we did break structure. If we do go below here, the COH, that stands for change of character. Now, if you look at these two fair value gaps, you can see you can see a tiny 4-hour right there that I drew up. That's because these are 4-hour indicators of fair value gaps, and I did put them up there because I was kind of expecting the market to go there, and it seems like we are currently there right now. So if I put the sucker on the 4-hour chart, it's a little bit more evident. You can see that we do have these 4 value gaps here, and that's exactly where we visited. But you do notice that we did dip below it, and we came and we started trending in this area. Again, being redundant, I do think that this is a change of character if we do break past this. And for you monkeys that don't know, a change of character usually means that the market has started to trend, or that line indicates that the market is officially trending in a different direction. That it's very unlikely that will continue to the upside as that change of characters is at the bottom, which means the character of the market has changed. I mean, the name speaks for itself. Know what I mean? Now, let's pull this sucker up via Bollinger Bands. See if we see any areas of resistance. Let's see here, going back here. And I know that looks convoluted, cats. Let me zoom in so you guys can see a little bit clearer. And it's funny because that 20-period moving average is actually acting as an area of support. And it's very close to that change of character I do have there. So that may be a strong area of support. Within the weekly chart, you could see that we can come down here to about 58. And that is below the 200-week moving average, which is this white line right here. Let's see what this Bollinger Band looks like here on the daily. Now, on the daily, the Bollinger Band in itself, you can see that it's tightening up a little bit. So, and this is wild, man. And I drew up this line right here as an area of support on the weekly, and you could see that the white portion of the Bollinger Band is actually making contact with that. For you monkeys that know anything about technical analysis or the way Charlie likes running his Bollinger Bands, which I love, anytime we make contact with that white area, we tend to fucking reverse back up in the opposite direction or wherever it's at. Think of a caterpillar putting salt in a caterpillar, man, or on a snail, better stated. It's kind of like that, man. Whenever we come up over here, we'll end up trending to the upside, if anything. So there's pretty decent data here on the daily that we can hold up here to about 72 before we start trending back in an upward fashion. That's at least what I'm seeing on Bitcoin, on the data points that I see here. Now, Bill Williams Alligator is trending bearish. And you guys can see that the mouth of the alligator is starting to push to the downside. Now, let me pull this sucker up. I know you cats aren't used to using fucking bars instead of, you guys like using candles instead of bars, but let's activate this portion here. Now, for you monkeys that don't know, these are fractals. And usually, whenever we get a fractal like this, and it indicates that we've topped out, because majority of the activities at the bottom of the candle, it means the rest of the market's going to start trending in that same direction. Now, the blue bars are usually squat bars, and they can usually signify when it's the end of the move that we're in. So this is just extra data that I'm throwing at you guys. I don't want to confuse you monkeys too much. If you guys are interested in TA, I mean, some of the things that I cover. Know what I mean? Let's see. What else do we have? All right. Let me pull this sucker back. Vamos a ver. Let's go over to ETH. Let's see how ETH is doing. Share screen. Con el pinche Ethereum. There we go. And let me go to candles so I don't confuse you monkeys too much. And let's see where the awesome oscillator is indicating where we're going. Awesome oscillator, of course, is trending in a downward fashion. And you can see that the Bill Williams alligator is also trending in a downward fashion. ETH has got room to get here to the downside. Now, let me see what these fair value gaps. These are fair value gaps on the weekly cats. These, you can see that FVGW. Those are areas we can revisit during the bear market. Now, it would be gangster if we do come down here to about 1295. Let's see if it does come down that far. Last time we were there was on April 2025. Believe it or not, man. A couple months ago. Well, last month, if anything. You know what I'm saying? We did come down here to about a 1380. Did we come down here to 1383? Am I looking at this correct? Oh, that's 25, man, not 26. I apologize, cats. My confusion. So, yeah, that's the lowest we have come in the recent time frame. It would be nice if we do come revisit this area over here so we could DCA a little bit harder. Market is trending in a downward fashion. Now, note, cats, I really don't have any marks, or not marks, but cycles on this, because Ethereum's been all over the place. We've got a 74. I've counted a 57, a 95, a 56, and a 76. So I really have to sit down and really check this out, see what consistent cycles I'm getting. I'm not really getting any consistency right now. You know what I'm saying? Vamos a ver. Putting this on the weekly, Ethereum's kind of positive, and you can see that by the AO. You can see that it's a lot like Bitcoin. It's trending in an upward fashion and wants to reverse, go past that zero mark. And it would not surprise me if Bitcoin does what I did state, and we come up over here to this fair value gap on the weekly, we could revisit here this area of about 31.49. But in the meantime, the market is trending in a negative fashion as far as the Bill Williams alligator goes, but the AO does seem like it wants to reverse, cats, at the time being. Let's check the sucker out via Bollinger Bands. Now, the Bollinger Bands do have us coming down, possibility to a range of about 1537. That's indicating this yellow line over here as the first stop we can make on the weekly. That would be a fabulous time to buy some fucking ETH. And then, of course, it says down here 1166. And then the more bearish area of about 807. I don't think that's really going to happen. And if it does happen, it's going to be via wick. And I don't even think it'll happen that way, cats. Know what I mean? At least that's what I'm seeing from Ethereum. Now, the strategy that I'm trying to implement is every Saturday I'll buy some BTC, a little bit of ETH. Sundays, I may end up buying some USDC, some Solana, and then on Mondays, I'll buy some of RH coins, if anything, man. Of course, I'm not doing large amount, monkeys. I'm not doing big amounts. There's no need for that. I'll have that ready to go, that large portion of my dry powder when we do dive into the bear market, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, since we already covered BTC and ETH, I know you monkeys want to see Aerodrome, but I don't think I've reposted anything that Somi has ever stated. But let me share this anyways via Twitter. Here you go. And you can see right here, man, it says, click on this. It says, Pulse Chain is 2% away. That's funny, man. One day all of our dreams will come true, bro. I gotta love the fucking memes, bro. That's hilarious, bro. It says Pulse Chain is only 2% away from a new all-time low. Pulse Chain has now almost done 10 red months in a row. Last time it went up was July 2025. So you can see here down 50% on the top marker. It's not showing my cursor there, monkey. So I mean, bear with me. I guess my voice will be the indicator as to what I'm talking about on the photo. Down 50%, down 70%, down 80%. Currently, we are about down 90%, man. So I may have to start freaking DCAing a little bit. Yes, can it go lower if Ethereum goes lower? Absolutely, man. But I'm not going to pass this opportunity, bro, and miss out on some of the RH coins. Ivan on Tech released his book saying Pulse Chain is a scam. I didn't even know he released a book. Did you cats hear anything about that? I didn't hear anything about him releasing a book. Somi activates Spoonie Wielders. $10 weekly purchase begins. Bull market confirmed. And I guess he's referring to that fucking green candle currently that he's looking at on the monthly. Let me pull this sucker back and let's go over to the Pulse Chain chart. Now, mind you, monkeys, it does look like death. Pulse Chain does look like death. But the good thing is that we do see Richard coming up on Twitter all over the place, man, and he's still active. That's a badass thing about it, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's go over to the Pulse Chain chart. Mind you, cats, not much to talk about on the chart, but I do want to show it to you, cats, if you guys that haven't visited it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame you guys for visiting it because it has been a freaking shit show as of late. Doesn't mean I'm not going to buy some. You know what I'm saying? Share screen. Let's go over to Pulse Chain. Estamos aquí. Look at that. Look at that death, monkeys. Oh, yeah. You can see that the market is very, very bearish, at least on Pulse Chain it is. And again, Somi is right. We're very close to the all-time lows. That is correct. I'm still going to DCA. I'm still DCA. Get a little bit of pulse, man. Let me turn off all this other shit so you guys can see it clearly. And let me put it via candles, bro. And you can see that we have been trending in a bear market for a while now. Now, of course, we did have a 0 to 1 to 2 to 3. We shot down a 4-5. Your conventional Elliott wave in this general area right here on the daily. And then everything else has been a giant ABC corrective wave. Know what I mean? Good point, man. Pulse Validator is $225. Wow, man. And he's been shilling his book. Are you talking about Sci-Vive there, Crypto Toad? Is that what he's referring to? So the Awesome Oscillator, let's see what we got on the Awesome Oscillator. I mean, I'm not expecting much data on this, but nevertheless, let's check it out, man. Let's see what the Awesome Oscillator has to say about this. Let's pull it up here. Well, you can see that the awesome oscillator, man, at least in this area, does seem like at the point being like the big major moves of dumps have stopped. Know what I mean? And from what I hear, man, Rackham's still been dumping, if anything. That's what I hear. I cannot confirm that. I don't know if that's true or not. I've not done any on-chain analysis to see if he's been dumping. If you look at this chart here, I was expecting this portion here to be the end of the C wave. And right now, it looks like it's continuing. The C wave continues, monkeys. And by C wave, I'm referring to this wave right here. Know what I mean? So, decent time to DCA. Of course, don't throw in all your fucking dinero. Know what I mean? Don't throw in all of your dinero, not financial advice, cats. Just DCA lightly. Know what I mean? If you can get it fucking, if it ends up doing a reversal, bro, because you know how prideful Richard is, bro, and I know he'd want this market to pump, if anything. But we still got a ways to go before we start going back into the bull run. If anything, I don't think we're at the bottom of the bull run yet. So, yes, absolutely, man. Fucking, absolutely. Pulse chain could go lower. Nevertheless, I'm not going to risk it, bro. I am going to DCA a little bit, buy a little bit more pulse, man. Un poquito aquí, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Extra chump change que tenga, I'll throw it at the market. Know what I mean? All right. Since we're talking about fucking, let's see. Pull this sucker back. Now, we will be covering Aerodrome momentarily, cats. Now, let us go over the fragrance of the day. None other than Nautica Voyage, cats. And why am I shilling Nautica Voyage? Because this sucker costs $27, man. And it smells great at the gym. And for you cats that are on a budget, you guys that are working in McDonald's, man, because you got wrecked in the last crypto market, this is a fragrance you can afford. And if you'll have money left over to throw into fucking a little bit more of RH coins, very ocean. It smells very salty, very ocean-based, bro, very fresh, very clean. You can't go wrong with a fragrance like this. And it lasts for a long time, man. $27. Can't beat that. Yes, it's got a cheap plastic cap. But, dude, I've gotten compliments at this at the gym, bro. Great fragrance to have at the gym, bro. If you want to have 3 fragrances, bro, this could be your fresh fragrance / gym fragrance. This is where it's at. Know what I mean? Especially during hot summer days. This is a great fragrance to rock. You monkeys going to be in Japan anytime soon, especially now as we approach the summer, bro, where it's going to get very humid, or here in Texas, or maybe in fucking in Vegas or Arizona, bro. Great fragrance to rock, bro. Believe it or not. And for the most part, people are like, dude, that's kind of fucking cheap. Why would you go with something like that? Because it smells fucking good. Majority of people don't use fragrance. And people who smell it have no idea who it is. It's very rare that I bump into people that are big time into fragrance. I am glad that people here within the fucking Moon Gang, I've made you guys into fragrance nuts, if anything. You know what I'm saying? No, this one doesn't smell too soapy, Nalibo. This one does not. This smells rather oceanic. A little bit salty, oceanic, man. A little bit of apple. I do get a little bit of apple in here too, bro. Like oceanic with a little bit of apple, man. And it'll last for a long time. Does it smell synthetic? Yes, it does. It does, but it still smells good. It's not as strong as Invictus, bro. As like the conventional Invictus that smells like real bubble gummy. No, nothing to that effect, bro. This would be a safe fragrance to wear. How many sprays would I do for the gym? I could do 2 sprays, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? If it's especially it's a pretty big gym, this is a good fragrance to rock. You're outside, bro, you can do like about 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be indoors, do about 5 sprays and then wait an hour before you go fucking to work or wherever you're going, bro. This will do the job. And it'll last a good amount of time. Say about 5 hours. Know what I mean? And then the badass thing about it, bro, is you don't need to carry a decant with this bad boy or an atomizer, for the reason being that it's such a cheap fragrance. Just throw in the fucking trunk of your car. You know what I'm saying? It's a good one to default on, if anything. Know what I mean? All right. Let's go over to Aerodrome. This is a good coin to get, by the way, monkeys. I do believe in this project. I know DCC's been shelling it a lot. And this is currently Aerodrome where we're at on the weekly. I'm liking what I'm seeing because I do want to be a little bit of a bear. I want it to come down here, man, to this halfway zone of about 18 cents. Right now, we're at about 40 cents. And one thing I'm liking here, man, is that the EMA ribbon is fanning out in a bearish fashion. You know what I'm saying? You can see that the red portion of the EMA ribbon is at the top, yellow portion is at the bottom. you are getting fanning, which means that price action will likely commence. But what's kind of weird is Awesome Oscillator on the weekly saying, nah, we're going to fucking pump to the upside. EMA ribbon is saying, fuck you. No, we're not. So we got a battle between the EMA ribbon and the Awesome Oscillator. Which side would I fall on? I would say the Awesome Oscillator. I would fall on the Awesome Oscillator more than the EMA ribbon. Good time to DCA into fucking Aerodrome. Not financial advice, monkeys. I would say yes. I would say yes. Lightly DCA. Don't throw in all your fucking shekels at Aerodrome. Via Alligator is kind of wanting to oscillate sideways, but the trend is going down. So, of course, this is in conjunction with both Bill Williams indicators. If we put up the whole setup that Bill Williams usually runs, and we go over here to this, well, we didn't get a fractal over here. We did get one down here, and we're still pending a fractal, if anything. And on the weekly, it does seem like it wants to trend to the downside. Or oscillate sideways. But currently, Bill Williams AO is saying, no, we're going to start reversing. Let's look at this on the daily. On the daily, it is bearish, and there is confluence between the Awesome Oscillator, because you can see that we're going negative over here. And the Bill Williams Alligator is trending in a negative fashion as well. And you can see that we did get this fractal here at the top, which I would say is a 1-1 fractal, because it's kind of cut in the middle where it's at. And then you can see that we did get a squat bar down here, which means that this could be market reversal. But you could end up getting more freaking bars and then another squat bar indicating that, no, we're not done yet. Know what I mean? Let's see this via Bill Williams, not Bill Williams Alligator. Let's see this via Bollinger Band. ¿Dónde estamos aquí? Fucking Bollinger Band, son. Bollinger Band is indicating that we can't come down here to the yellow line, 31 cents. But that'll likely be on a wick, at least here on the daily. We can compromise this yellow area of about 38 cents and possibly revisit here to about 35 cents. Bollinger Band via weekly, on the other hand, we are riding the 20-period moving average right there, and you can see that we're riding it. We're using it as an area of support before we can come revisit this area down here of about 23.61. Change of character. I could see one right here, of course. It's pretty damn evident. But we do go below fucking 30 cents and expect us to fucking easily revisit this area here of about 23 cents. And that would be a better time to DCA, if anything, cats. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Bro, you're the scariest person to listen to when under the influence. Never again. I don't understand. What do you mean under the influence, bro? I don't think I'm that scaring. What are you ordering right now, bro? Some more of this fucking... Hey, dude, this is a good fucking fragrance. Toad, you will not be disappointed, man. Dude, just don't buy up. If you already got a day fragrance, bro, a gym fragrance. If you don't have a gym fragrance, then get it. You know what I'm saying? If you're missing a gym fragrance, this is a great one to get, man. If you don't have fresh fragrance, this is a good one to get, bro. It's a good one. You're going to enjoy this. You're going to enjoy this, bro. All right, monkeys. I told you it's going to be a pretty short stream. Quick, to the point, informative, a little bit of memes, man, and a little bit of insight on fragrances, cats. That pretty much covers it for today. I will try to be back for you, monkeys, next week, as I got to work that OT, man. I got to work that OT so I can buy that BTC. You know what I'm saying? All right, cats. I will catch you monkeys on the flip side. Nos miramos. Peace.